Okay guys, another one of my wife's special kits. Okay, as anybody who's been watching the channel a while knows, my wife actually buys all the kits I use. It just saves me time, so I can be turning rather than browsing. And every now and again she'll see something that she goes, oh, I'll get them to try that, and this is one of them. What it actually is it's a multifunctional back scratcher, right? And this is what the kit looks like. Right, it extends out. Right, it extends out to that. Right, in the base of it, if you unscrew that, right, that's what they call an ear pick. Right, if you can see that. And then if you unscrew this part, there is a flathead screwdriver. Unscrew it again, and there's a little crosshead screwdriver. It's for repairing your glasses. Right. So she bought a couple of days for me to try out. I haven't done them yet, but I've been looking at this kit for a week to figure out how to do it, because there's no instructions with it. Right, and basically what you do is you turn a handle that goes from there to there, round about. Right. The kit itself is from Pen Kits Mall, which is where I do all my bulk buying. Like, the way I look at it is, go straight to the manufacturer and you get stuff cheaper. Right, so we're going to have a go at this, and we're also going to try out a new camera. Right, now what I've done is I keep getting asked to show the gouge tip closer, so I'm after buying a camera that can do macro, which means really close up. And what I've done is I've jury rigged something to the tripod to actually get a shot here. If it works, I don't know if this camera is going to work or not. If it does work, I'll invest in something that I can use it properly with, probably a big bendy swan mic. Right, so we'll have a go with this camera as well, and we'll see how it goes. Right, so I have a piece of acacia in here. Ready to drill. Now this thing turns like a pen, with one major difference: there's no tube. So when I'm turning it, I'm going to have be light hands. I'm going to have to be very precise, because there's nothing to support this in the middle. It even comes with, well, you have to buy a set of special bushings. Right, so we'll give this a shot and we'll see how it turns out. So I'll set up the drill and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, this drill bit is 11.5 mil. Right, or sorry, 11.2 mil. Right, so we'll drill this out. As I said, it turns like a pen, except it does not have a tube. So everything has to be really precise. The hole drilling has to be smack on, and as I said, when I'm working on it, light hands, precise cuts. Right, now that's the drilling done, and it went as far as the quill can go, and I had to push it in a little bit. So it's actually quite a long drill to do. Right then, I'll set up the pen mandrel and I'll be back in a sec. Right then, we're set up, and I don't know if that camera is in shot, but that's the new macro camera. As I said, I just have a jury rig at the moment. If it works, I will get something to mount it properly. So let's get going on this. So it's going to be turned just like a pen, with the only difference being that there's no tube in this. And with there's no tube in it, I can't put that much sideways pressure on it because it will crush the wood. I'm just rounding off at the moment, so I'm not too worried about rubbing bevels and stuff. Right, we're rounded off. Now we start worrying about rubbing bevels and stuff. Right, I'm going to use this as the top and this is the bottom. So first thing I want to do is roll this down. To there. Right. Now I don't want to just do this as a straight handle. I want to, like, because of what it is, I want kind of a grip on it. So I'm going to do a little kind of ball on this end. Right. More of a ball shape in it. The shear scraping. The shape I want on it. Right, and a little swell in the middle, not a huge one, just a little one. Right. I don't like that cut there isn't good. Now I want to bring that down to as close as I can get to that mandrel. Now pull back off the mandrel to make the size precise. So I'm down to that mandrel there, I'm down to the mandrel there, or the bushing should I say. Now let's scoop in there. So make it look right, and the dog is barking at something. That is not precise enough. Come down there a little bit. Down there a little bit. Yeah, that's balanced. Right, now we're going to sand this. And I'll be back for the Yorkshire grip bit, which is not like a normal Yorkshire grip bit. Instead of going to doing a story or something, there is a gathering, shall we say, happening up at the Carpentry Store this weekend, and I'm going to be going into what's happening there and stuff. So I'll sand this and I'll be back in a sec. Right then, this week's Yorkshire grip bit, as I said, it's not the same story one. This is just said it's something's happening up in the Carpentry Store this weekend, and I told Anne that I'd give her kind of give it a plug. Right, so what it is it's a wood turning and hobby fair, if you would. Right, it's not like people setting up stands and selling things. There's lots of demos and stuff and trade stands. Right, now I have the list written down here, so I'm just going to read it out to you, and if you think you're interested in it, it'll be a good way to pass a couple of hours. It's on Friday from 10 to 6 and Saturday from 10 to 5. I will be up there on Saturday. I'm not doing demos, I'm just going for a look myself. And a lot of the Irish wood turners who were in the club, who were in Woodturning 360, we're all going to meet up there have a yap and stuff. Meet up. It's not very often we get a chance to meet up because there isn't many places that do stuff like this in Ireland. As far as I know, Carpentry Store is the only one. Right, so what we have is, right, there's Helen Bailey. She's a registered professional turner from England, and she's wood turning on the Axminster trade stand. Then we have Seamus Cassidy. He's a very well-known Irish turner, right, and he's demonstrating, he's giving out wood turning advice and all that kind of stuff, right. Then we have Clive Brooks, who's wood turning again, and he will also be on the Robert Sorby trade stand. We have a trade stand from Veritas and Ryder Hand Tools with, I think I'm pronouncing this name right, I apologise if I'm wrong, Tala Rasul, right. And there's a trade stand there from Tarmac, and Clive Day will be demoing on that one. And then James Peer will be on the Axminster Professional workshop machinery. Now that one is more woodwork than turning. Right, Vincent Howard will be there on the Festool stand. Donald Sheridan will be there to do more wood turning. He'll be doing pen making and project turning, like what I'm doing here. Right, this is a project. And then we have Martin Sabin Smith. Martin is also in Woodturning 360. He actually runs it, and he'll be doing finishing demos, and he's also going to have a trade stand there from, God almighty, I've forgotten the name of Martin. From Hampshire, Shane. Sorry, Martin, I forgot. I just had one of those things where I couldn't say a word. From Hampshire, Shane. Now, Martin makes Hampshire Shane. All the Hampshire Shane stuff. Then we have the sales manager, Simon Craigs from Jet Machinery, will be there on a trade stand. And Simon Abernathy will be running a routing clinic. Colin Bustard will be there from Trend. And he'll also be doing routing. Jamie McNeil from Bessie Clamps is going to be there. Mervyn Jenkins is going to be there from Merca. They do Abranet, sorry, and he'll be kind of showing especially resin work. Celtic stick makers are going to be there doing a demo and advice. They'll advise you on what to do, what type of wood to use, that kind of stuff. Here's another one where I may butcher the name. My apologies again. Para Habatoiti, I think. I'm probably butchering that name. I do apologise. Right. Who is a carver and wood sculptor. Wooddock Europe is going to be there with Oliver Hill, and another name I'm probably going to butcher, Lucio, and I'm not even going to pronounce that one. That's way out. Right. They'll be on a trade stand and doing demos as well. There's a sit and try thing with pyrography with Paula Gormley. If you've never tried pyrography, this would be the place to give it a shot. There's a general finishes stand with John Bale, who'll demonstrate milk paint and water-based stains, that kind of stuff. Right. Kevin Basketfield is going to be on the Bosch Power Tools trade stand. There's a stand there with books on turning and woodcraft and stuff with Tony Kwazanak from GMC Publications. Again, apologies Tony if I butchered your name. And then Derek Kennedy will be there with the Krieg Pocket Hole and Hardware Jigs stand. Right, if you need jigs and stuff up there, and of course Anne and Patrick are going to be up there as well. Very knowledgeable people. As I said, the only real woodworking shop in the country is the Carpentry Store, and it will be my go-to place for stuff. So I will put the wax on this, and I'll be back in a minute. Alright, just buffing the wax off this thing. As I said, I will be up there on Saturday in the Carpentry Store, and I keep getting asked, people who know I'm going, keep getting asked, you don't show your face on video very much, so how will we know it's you? I will wear one of the hoodies that I wear when I'm doing the markets. Like, anybody who knows that who's been following the channel for a while knows that I do a lot of markets. And he said my wife buys these kits and she sees something that she goes, oh, that'll go well on the stove. Right. And I end up turning weird kits sometimes, but they might be of interest to somebody. So there's the wax buffed off. Right, nice little handle. And now I'll get rid of that camera. Hopefully it recorded, I don't know. If it did, it'll be in the video if it's any good, if the footage is any good. If not, then it won't be. I'll just use the normal 2 cameras. Right, so I'll start putting this kit together and I'll be back in a sec. Right then, I've scuffed up that same way as I would with a pen tube. Right, get some thick CA onto it. Some super thick CA. And I've been asked a couple of times, what CA do I use? Right, it's Bond Fix. I get it online, I get it through a guy on eBay. I find it very good. Right, now we just slide this on, same as I would do with a pen. Wipe that CA off the top and get that drip that's after going onto the lathe. Right. I want to wipe that extra CA off before I put it all the way down, so that it doesn't squirt out the end. Get on the chrome. So continue sliding down. Screw this top back in to make sure that it lines up properly. Basically use the top to position it. Right, we'll give that another wipe down at the bottom down here. To make sure no CA is showing. Right, I have to service that lathe because I'm getting some CA onto it. Right, and there it is. A multi-function back scratcher kit. Right, and that, as I said, no, that bit stays on. There we go. That just unscrews and you have your ear pick and screwdrivers in there. So as I said, it's another new kit for people to try if they want to. Right, so if you like that one, if you wouldn't mind, click on like on the video. And hopefully I'll see you at the Carpentry Store on Saturday. And I'll see you in the next one.